Hey friends! We are coming to you live from our weekly date night. So this is like our sacred time. We are going to take 5 minutes, maybe not even that, but we want to encourage you guys, if you are married, if you are a married couple, specifically married with children.
Because you don't need this when you're dating.
You don't need this when you're dating. Not at all. But if you are dating, though, take note, okay? Because, oh my goodness, I think the first couple years of marriage, right, were, because we had Grace right away. And the first couple years of marriage was a little chaotic. And we would argue about, well, did you plan date night? No, I didn't plan date night. I thought you were going to plan date night. And as women, we want to be romanced, right? And Brooke is actually amazing at that. But as the years go on, things kind of fade away, right? The more children you have.
I picked her a flower.
He picked me a flower. He's like super romantic like that. And so we both want to encourage you guys. We have gone through lots of just, some trainings and, 33 years here. Yay! Okay, Kim, we're talking to you and your spouse. We have to plan date night. It's nothing romantic. It is nothing like you see on movies. Like as us women, we watch the movies, we see all the TV shows, and we're like, oh, I wish my husband would do that. No. Look at him laughing. He's so not into social media or like watching TV shows. Like the girls and I watch Heartland and we're like swept away and captivated by the romance. And like, anyway, so we just want to encourage you guys that if you are married, if you have children, planning a date night is super important to your marriage. And so this is something that Brooke and I have done. We started this.
It's been a year now, right?
It's been a year, yeah. And so we do this weekly. If you can't do this weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, something to look forward to, but put it on the calendar and be intentional about it. That way there's no arguing, there's no miscommunication, like, hey, did you get a babysitter? Or stomping off to bed like, there's no romance, right? We've had some.
You talking from experience?
We are talking from experience. So this is how we do it. We have amazing childcare that we've had for a couple of years. Look around, search around you, ask for people, look for people in your church, young girls that you feel comfortable with your kids for 2 hours. We skip away for 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. You don't even need that, like 2 hours.
How much does it cost?
We pay her $10 an hour for our 3 kids. So that's $25. It's the best. Would you agree, babe?
$25 you will spend in a week.
Best $25 you will spend in a week. So what does that mean? That might mean like nixing the Starbucks. That might mean just looking at your budget and seeing what you can get rid of so that you and your spouse can connect. Because we don't do anything crazy. We are at Middle Creek right now. We just took a little hike.
Don't tell them our favorite spots.
Shh, we won't tell you our favorite spots. You guys find your own favorite spots. We sometimes we'll, like if it's raining or something, we'll skip off to like St. Boniface, like a brewery, and we'll just grab a beer together. That is something that is super cheap. We don't go out for dinner. We don't do anything extravagant. We sit at a place, whether it is in nature and we hike, or whether we go to like a local brewery and grab like a 1 beer, something inexpensive that we can sit down. A lot of times I take my planner, right, babe?
Yeah.
Because we just like to be on the same page for the week. And so Wednesday nights are our date night, and it is a non-negotiable. If there is something that, that is pressing, I'll communicate to him and say, hey, I have this thing that I was asked to do. I don't need to do it. What do you think? And so we will actually, go ahead. Did you want to say something?
Oh, I was just going to say in the beginning, we did do that a lot more. It was like Wednesday, yeah, go ahead. But now it's like more of a non-negotiable. Like, no, it's our time.
Yeah, this is our time. Because when we look at our priorities for the week, and this is something that, we do on a regular basis, where we plan out just our month or 3 months in advance, we look at, first of all, it's God, like our guide time, spouse, family, then work, then fun. We put those priorities in order. And so our date night is like a non-negotiable. And when you start doing that, you really start to value your relationship, and you become one. You get on the same page. There's less arguments. Am I correct, babe?
I think so.
Yeah, less arguments. So we sit down on these date nights, and we're like, he goes, what do you have for the week? And I spurred off the things that we have for the week. So he's on the same page. You tell me what's happening or things that you want to accomplish. And we look at our week at a glance on like a Wednesday. So romantic, right? But we get to just like tune into each other, and we get to hear each other. And how often do you as a parent, you put your kids first? You're running them here, you're running them to soccer, you're running them to football, you're not on the same page, and you fall into bed and you have not communicated 1 ounce. So this is just to encourage you that date nights don't have to be the storybook, romantic movie, look or feel to things. It can be something as simple as paying a sitter or swapping babysitting with your best friends, something that's going to make it work and make it intentional. So talk to your husband about this. What's going to work for you guys? Once a week?
Just start once a month.
Yeah, start once a month and start doing it, and make it a non-negotiable. So when things come up on, say, a Wednesday night or a Sunday night or whatever day of the week it is for you, you say no, because your spouse and your marriage is the most important thing besides your relationship with your Creator, your God. So, I don't know. If you have questions about this, let me know. Yes, so easy to get distracted by daily life and maintenance. And that's really just, I feel like I'm in The Notebook, babe. Did you ever see that movie?
One thing you will notice right away is family life becomes so much more better, like, because you can actually step away from kids and talk about what the family is going through, or just what the kids need, or where they're moving in their life.
So yes, on date night, we do talk about kids. I mean, we do for a little bit, like a little portion, we talk about kids and maybe parenting and some things that are happening in our kids' lives. And instead of like talking while we're both making dinner or the kids are running crazy, like you get to just connect one-on-one, right?
Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Kay. Even if you have to lock yourself in a room. I remember my mom and dad doing that. They would go and, I hope they were doing that, lock themselves in their room, and they would have discussions. That was just something that they did. And so they would, even if it was like a heated discussion, they would go behind doors and they would just talk it out. So even if it's like a half hour that you say, hey guys, put this show on, mom and dad are going to talk, and do that. Yeah, even if you don't have kids. I mean, life is busy. So if you don't have kids, you can do this. I mean, just connecting and date your spouse, date your loved one, date your significant other. So if you have more questions on this, let us know. But we just really want to encourage you guys to just connect with your spouse, because it is super important and doesn't have to be anything crazy. So we're just going to go enjoy our date night. Bye, guys.